Top 10 youngest mothers in the world. Puberty is when a child's body grows into an adult one that can have babies. For girls, it usually starts when they're about 10 to 11 years old. The big thing in female puberty is when they start having their period, called menarche. This whole puberty thing is mostly done by the time girls are 16 to 17 years old. Sometimes there are cases where puberty happens super early, called precocious puberty. This can be caused by things like brain tumors or injuries. Most girls with precocious puberty still live normal lives, but some girls who get their period very early end up getting pregnant at a really young age. That's a big problem because it means they had sex when they were too young, which is child abuse. In this video, we'll talk about the 10 youngest girls in history who became moms, and it's pretty shocking stuff. Number 10. Mum Z from Nigeria. Age of motherhood, 8 years, 4 months. This case stands out as one of the most astonishing in history. In various regions of Africa, a centuries-old practice known as keeping harems existed. These harems were polygynous households where women were confined away from men. Occasionally, even young girls were part of a chieftain's harem, but they typically didn't bear children until they reached puberty. However, the story of Mum Z from Calabar, Nigeria, defied all norms. She experienced menarche, the onset of menstruation, at an extraordinarily young age, just 8 years and 4 months old. Shockingly, she gave birth to Chief Akiri's child in December of 1884. But what makes this tale even more astonishing is that Mum Z's own daughter, Z, followed in her footsteps, becoming a mother at the tender age of 8 years and 8 months. This made Mum Z, at 17 years old when Z's baby was born, the youngest grandmother in recorded history, highlighting the astounding nature of this case. Number 9. Grisaldina Acuna from Colombia. Age of motherhood, 8 years, 2 months. Not much is known about Grisaldina Acuna's case from Colombia, but the available records tell an astonishing story. Grisaldina's journey into motherhood started at an incredibly young age, just 3 years old, when she began menstruating, something very rare for someone so young. The most shocking part of this story happened on September 13, 1936. Grisaldina, who was only 8 years and 2 months old, gave birth to a healthy baby boy weighing 5 pounds. This event left both the medical community and the world amazed and in disbelief, as it went against what we usually know about human biology. Grisaldina's case highlights the mysteries of human biology, leading medical experts and researchers to investigate this extraordinary occurrence further. They aim to understand the puzzling early menstruation and childbirth she experienced. While many questions still don't have answers, Grisaldina's story continues to fascinate and puzzle those who hear it, showing us the incredible complexity of the human body. Number 8. Zulma Guadalupe Morales from Mexico. Age of motherhood, 8 years. On January 12, 1993, something happened in Guadalajara, Mexico. An 8-year-old girl named Zulma Guadalupe Morales gave birth to a healthy baby boy at the National Medical Center of the West Hospital. This astonishing event instantly captured the world's attention. The baby weighed a healthy 7.04 pounds and was safely delivered via a cesarean section, following a full 9-month pregnancy. Dr. Ever Rodriguez Arias, the doctor responsible for Zulma's care, reported that both the young mother and her newborn were in perfect condition after the delivery, which was a relief given the extraordinary circumstances. What adds to the incredible nature of this story is that Zulma was impregnated by her uncle who raped her. Initially, her parents wanted to keep the pregnancy a secret to avoid embarrassment. However, the news agency Excelsior eventually revealed the young mother's name, sparking widespread discussion and fascination about this exceedingly rare and surprising event in medical history. Number 7. H from India. Age of motherhood, 6 years, 7 months. In June 1932, an event unfolded at Delhi's Victoria Zenana Hospital involving a young Indian girl known only as H. She underwent a cesarean section at the tender age of 6 years and 7 months. Initially, H was brought to the hospital due to abdominal pain, but the astonishing discovery was made that her discomfort was due to pregnancy. What sets A's case apart is the fact that she had never experienced menstruation or fully developed breasts when she became pregnant. Despite these extraordinary circumstances, H gave birth to a healthy baby girl, weighing 4.19 pounds through the cesarean section. What's even more astonishing is that this exceptionally young mother managed to breastfeed her child for a full 9 months. A's story stands as a unique and extraordinary medical event that has captured the world's attention due to its unprecedented nature. Number 6. Yelizaveta Liza Grishchenko from Soviet Union. Age of motherhood, 6 years. In the 1930s, an astonishing medical case emerged from the Soviet Union involving a 5-year-old girl named Yelizaveta Liza Grishchenko. Liza was taken to a hospital due to her mysteriously enlarging belly. To the doctor's amazement, they noticed that Liza already exhibited signs of puberty, such as pubic hair and breast development. Questions asked of Liza revealed that it was her 69-year-old maternal grandfather who had made her pregnant by raping her. Just a few days after Liza's 6th birthday, she gave birth to a baby girl weighing 3 kilograms and measuring 52 centimeters. Tragically, the infant didn't survive the delivery because Liza's parents insisted on a natural birth instead of a cesarean section, a decision that proved fatal. To avoid the overwhelming attention they received, Liza and her parents made a move to Vladivostok. Ironically, the girl's grandfather, who had raped Liza, continued to stay with the family. Number 5. Lena Medina from Peru. Age of motherhood, 5 years, 7 months. In Tecrapo, Peru, a startling medical case unfolded in the 1930s. At just 5 years old, Lena Medina was taken to a hospital because her belly was growing rapidly. Her parents suspected a stomach tumor, but were astounded when doctors revealed she was 7 months pregnant. Lena had started menstruating at only 8 months old and developed breasts at 4. Dr. Gerardo Lozada brought her to specialists in Peru, drawing significant attention. A North American film company offered $5,000 for their story, which they declined. On May 14, 1939, Lena gave birth to a healthy baby boy, Gerardo Medina, via cesarean section. Gerardo was raised to believe Lena was his sister, but at 10 he learned the truth, yet their bond remained as strong as ever. On the question of who had gotten Lena pregnant, her father, Tiberillo Medina, was actually arrested on suspicion of child sexual abuse. However, he was later released due to lack of evidence. In fact, even Lena herself did not seem to have any idea regarding the circumstances of her impregnation. Number 4. Name undisclosed from Colombia. Age of motherhood, 8 years old. In Colombia, a strange incident occurred on October 11, 2004. What makes it even more unusual is that the girl's family was nowhere to be found. It was a policeman who stumbled upon this case. The officer noticed the girl's swollen abdomen and initially suspected drug involvement. To investigate further, he filed a report, believing that drugs might be hidden inside her belly. Doctors conducted various medical tests based on his report, and to everyone's astonishment, they discovered that the girl was already 32 weeks pregnant. Upon interrogating, the girl revealed she is a rape victim. She had gone to a pharmacy near her residence to fetch her mother's pharmacy. On her way, a 32-years-old employee of the black market in the neighborhood raped her. Eventually, she gave birth to a healthy baby while also staying alive. This extraordinary event took place at Meissen Hospital, making the 8-year-old girl one of the youngest mothers on record. Number 3. Estelle P. from U.S. Estelle P. holds the distinction of being one of the youngest mothers in the United States, whose case is documented in public records. Her remarkable story unfolded in March 1906. While there may have been similar cases in the country, Estelle's situation is one of the few that made it into official records. The records do not show any mention of the father's identity. Neither the complete information on Estelle's pregnancy is available to prove rape or incest victimization. What's truly remarkable about this story is that despite her incredibly young age, both Estelle and her newborn child emerged from the childbirth experience in good health. Estelle gave birth to a healthy baby boy, weighing 7 pounds. Number 2. Leila Mafi from UK. Age of motherhood, 9 years. This tragic event took place in Iran around November 1994, and it was reported by Amnesty International UK in the same year. Layla Mafi belongs to Iraq, Iran. Layla Mafi was forced into the prostitution business by her own family. Layla faced immense challenges as she had a developmental delay in her mental abilities, with a mind that functioned at the level of an 8-year-old despite being 19. Layla became a mother at a very young age, giving birth to her first child at just 9 and twins at 14. Shockingly, in an unjust society, she was handed a life sentence for unintended actions. However, thanks to the tireless efforts of lawyer Shadi Sadr, her sentence was eventually reduced to public beating and a shortened prison term. Later, Layla was moved to a rehabilitation center, where she received proper care and supervision from a dedicated caregiver. Number 1. Sally Deweese from U.S. Age of motherhood, 10 years. In the United States, another remarkable case occurred on April 20, 1834, involving one of the youngest mothers in the country. Sally Deweese, who lived in Butler County, Kentucky, found herself in this extraordinary situation. Dr. D. Rowlett was the attending physician during her delivery. Surprisingly, Sally gave birth to a healthy baby boy, weighing 7.75 pounds. Hospital records even indicate that Sally had fully developed breasts within just a few weeks of her own birth. What's more, she began menstruating at the young age of 12 months, making her case truly memorable in the annals of early American medical history. We still don't know if Sally was a rape victim or not. The details regarding the father of the child are also not present on records.